Hello, Chaos Coordinators, and welcome to Coordinating Your Chaos with the Blended Mama. My name is Teresa Stone, and I am the Blended Mama. Today, I'm going to be showing you how I have set up my Tula 12 planner to really track my online parties, in-person parties even, and my customer follow-ups and customer contact information. So, with Tula 12, there are so many options that we have with inserts that you really could set your planner up totally differently from mine, and it would work for you. But I'm just going to show you today how I am using my Tula 12 planner to track my parties and my customer follow-up. So give me 1 second and we are going to go over here. So on what you see is my extra large Tula 12 planner in red, of course, for NC State. And what I have on the very front here is actually a dashboard sleeve. So with Tula 12, we have some inserts that I usually give out with my hostesses, but I have it here just for easy access for myself. But you could put in something related to your company in this dashboard sleeve. And again, you could use it to just decorate, or you could actually put in information that is just easy access. So on this one, I am just highlighting the 1, 2, 3 process for creating your Tula 12 planner. And then on the back side, I actually have our join information. But it is just a sleeve, right? So you could put any kind of paperwork in here, and it really just kind of highlights and decorates the front of your cover, as well as provide a bit of protection for your insert itself. So the first insert I'm going to show you is our parties and notes. And I have it kind of marked on a party, and I just used some washi tape to kind of cover up my hostess info. But what this is you can put your hostess information up here, party date and time, the type of party, and then any kind of notes that you want to put in here. And then there are checklists, right? So I already sent out the hostess packet for this one, and I haven't started hostess coaching, so these aren't checked off yet. But there's a place for you to check off that you have the guest list, the event is created, your party maybe is created online, that your hostess order's been placed, that you've closed the party, that you've done follow-up. And I actually used this tic-tac-toe. So I cut it, well, I created it in Canva, and then I printed it, 6 or 8 to a page and cut it out and glued it into my party book. So it's an easy way for me to just check off things that she's done so I can keep track of what additional prizes she might have won for me. So if you do something like that, you can just glue it in or tape it in, however you want to do that. You can track any outside orders that have been received, party orders, your total orders, the total profit that you've made off of the party, the number of orders, so potential of new customers, and the number of bookings that you got from that party. And then on the second page is really a place for you to really do whatever kind of notes that you want. So if you are maybe you're giving points for interacting in the party, you could have your guest name and then just little tick marks for points. You can use it to track if you have sent thank you gifts or prizes. You can just jot those down, and it's all connected in your one party. So I like this one because I can write a whole bunch of stuff and keep up with it for that one party. But if you don't have quite as much to follow up, we have another insert called parties and events. So with this one, you get a little less information. Like there's not the notes page. It has the same party page. So if you open it up, this is kind of what they look like going forward. And it's basically the same kind of check boxes, the same information that you're tracking, but you don't have the notes. So if you're not doing as much where you need to keep up with things like that, then this works well as well. You can also use this to track any of your in-person events. So you could track, maybe it's an event that you do every year. You could write down maybe the guest names or, whoever ordered from you at that event and keep up with it that way as well. But at the front of the parties and events insert, you also have just general notes for things that you want to make sure that you do for every party or past party ideas, maybe things you've already done, games and themes. So these are some that I have done. So bingo, Family Feud, Battleship. These are also great for in your VIP group. So things like that, you can just keep all in one insert. And then again, this is the end of that dashboard sleeve, and I have my hostess information. So this is all my hostess rewards. and a wish list. Sorry about the dog. The wish list, this is something that I send out in my hostess packet. But again, this is just here for easy reference for myself. All right, and the other stuff that I track in this insert or in this cover are my customer follow-ups and things like that. So I have my general to-do list, which is some stuff is just things I need to do, right? I'm not going to keep it on here very long, but I do, like, I came up with some ideas for some YouTube videos and I added those. Blog posts that I have ideas, and then I'll check them off as I get them done. So this is just a general to-do list. But what I really want to show you is my follow-up process. So this is actually the grade book from the teacher section. And what I do with this is I just write my customer names down the side. And I do color code because I have multiple businesses. So I have one color for one business and another color for my second business. So the customer names just go down here and I keep them all in one list. So across the top, you would write items you want to track. So that could be ship date, order date. Maybe you send samples. You could send out the sample, put the sample date, and then, you know, order plus 2 days, like your thank you, right? So 2, 2, 2. So 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. You can track all of those. And then across what you would put into the box is either just a check mark if that works for you, or the date that you actually completed it. I know that for me, I often forget if I have actually done something, so it is helpful for me to see the date that I did it. So that's how I use the gradebook to track my follow-ups. We do also have a couple inserts for tracking customer information. So there's one called Contact Customers, and it is it has on each 2-page you can fit 4 customers, but it gives you their name, address, phone, email, birthday, if you're following them on social media, where you met them or which party they attended, things they might be interested in, and then a general notes section. I'm so sorry about the dog. And then we also have just the address book, which with this one you would be able to fit more customers in your book, but you don't get that notes section. So think about that whenever you're trying to think about which type of information you're wanting. You can do the customer contacts, or sorry, contact customers that has more space, or the address book, which has more lines that you can fill out. So those are the inserts that I have in my planner for tracking customer parties and follow-ups. So if you have any more questions or have some other ideas of things that you could do instead, I'm absolutely happy to chat with you about it and see what we can do to make this work for you. Thank you and have a great day. I'll see you next time. And until then, coordinate that chaos.